Hey, hello, welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to discuss about the last chapter from the second year. This is the communication systems. It's very small chapter and limited formulas are there, and don't leave this chapter for mains as usual, for MSET and for NEET exams. So in this you know that in previous days how to communicate with world. So birds are using the sounds, human being they are using the language, and you know that in India only there are different languages are there. So in that particular area they are using one type of language to communicate with each other like that. So actually communication was started like that. You can use language, birds are using the sounds to make communicate with the world. But nowadays the entire scenario is changed. Communication systems means nowadays we can able to speak directly with other countries people, and within fraction of seconds we are getting the information whatever anything happened, is it good or is it bad, and any weather changes also easily we can find out. Not only this earth, we are they are doing many researches on research on other planets also. Everything is possible based on the communication only. So in this journey was started with three things. First, those are the basic blocks of the communication system. First one is the transmitter, second one is the channel, third one is the receiver. What is the role of this transmitter? It is, suppose I am using the voice in that. Transmitter is doing, that is converting, voice is converting, that energy is converting into like electrical form or some another mode of that energy form, that is called the transmitter. So it is transmitter to receiver. Receiver is doing reverse of that one. So these signals it is converting into once again like voice form. So those are the terms, transmitter and receiver. And in between channel is there. What is the channel? Previous they were using like wires, cables for that one. But nowadays also we are using telephone communications and all this. Then one more, that is called the point to point application. But broadcast means one source is there, one source is there, but many things they are receiving the signals. That is called the broadcast, and Wi-Fi and all these are depends on this only. So here noise also it's there. What is the noise? Noise is some unwanted signal. Sometimes we won't get the clarity and all this. So this is the noise, and another signals are mixing through our communication, and we are not getting quality and confusion and everything is happens. That is called the noise. And these are the basic definitions of this communication system. Transducer, signal, already you know that what is the signal. Transducer is nothing but unwanted signals are mixing to the our signals. Attenuation, amplification, we have to strengthen the signals. Range, what is the range of this one? Suppose we are sending the signals, to what distance these are going with quality, not without quality, with quality, how much distance we should cover. Like they are using the telephone towers, Reliance, this Airtel and all these signals, they are using the towers. Why they are using the towers? For sending the signals only. That to quality, this range is different, only some distance we can send. Then they are constructing one more tower to cover another area like that. So this is the range. Based on the range only they are taking that. Then next thing is the, suppose we want to send the voice signal, that frequency is different, that bandwidth is different. What is the bandwidth? That is the band of that frequency ranges up to, that is one band, like radio waves, that bandwidth is different. Like music, that bandwidth is different. Suppose voice signals we have to send, that is different. And both audio and video we require, that bandwidth is different. The range of that frequency particular band is called that bandwidth. But you look here, there are different types of bandwidths are there. For voice and telephone, how much frequency? 300 hertz to 3100 hertz. You are having one of the VSAQ also. For speech signals, and this one both are same. And bandwidth you can see 2800 hertz is required. Then you can go to the music, 20 hertz to 20 kilohertz. And you remember that below 20 hertz human being also can't able to listen, those are the infrasonics. And above 20 kilohertz, those are called the ultrasonics. But in between these we can treat as a music. For music we have to require this much of frequency. Bandwidth for this one is the 20 kilohertz. Then next one is the video signals, 4.2 megahertz. Suppose we want to see the videos, Nowadays in phones also we are watching movies, and whatever the information about any scenery like Himalayas, whatever the research is going on, everything we can able to see. That is belongs to video. For video, how much we have to use that frequency band of 4.2 megahertz. Then last one is the for TV signals. For TV signals, 4 megahertz also is not suitable for that. We want in terms of gigahertz. Mega is the 10 to the power of 6 and giga is the 10 to the power of 9. So this is the different bandwidth of the transmitting the waves. Then how many types of propagations are there? There are 3 types of propagations. One is the ground wave propagation, second one is the sky wave propagation, then third one is the space wave propagation. So previous for radio signals they are using ground as a channel, then they are sending the signals, and that is received by the another receiver. Like that this propagation happens, that is called the ground wave propagation. But the drawback is in this, we can send up to 0 to 3 megahertz only we can use for the ground wave propagation. Above that it is not suitable for that. Then another propagation is the sky wave propagation. We can use that sky as a reflector. In that sky there are different layers are there, ionosphere, stratosphere, chromosphere, like the different layers are there. Based on that our range, we can use as a reflector of this one. How is possible? Just I am showing here one diagram. See, these are the different layers in this sky, and this is the earth. When we are sending the signal from here, it is reflecting like that. So we are sending from here to here the signals like that. We are going through some height, another layer, then like the 10 kilometers, 20 kilometers, 30 kilometers. This type of propagation is called what? Sky wave propagation. But here also from 3 megahertz to 30 megahertz only we are using. This is the range of the sky wave propagation. The next one is the space wave propagation. In space wave propagation, more than that. So nowadays we are watching many programs, and we are studying about layers on the earth. We are sending different satellites. With the help of the satellites, we are communicate with the world. That is called the space wave propagation. Even mobile phones also based on the space wave propagation. So above 30 megahertz we have to use the space wave propagation. How they are sending the signals? Look here. This is the height of the transmitter, and this is the height of the receiver. How much transmitting waves are covering up to dt distance. What is the formula for the dt distance covered by the transmitter? Transmitter is sending how much distance that signals, that is under root 2 r into ht. R is the radius of the earth. Like that, another side receiver is there. How much distance it is collecting that signals, that is under root 2 r into hr. This is the range of this one. So total how much distance we can able to cover that sending the signals and receiving the signals, both combined, this formula we can use. So mostly we are getting the problems on this also. And one more thing is the modulation index. What is the modulation index? It is the ratio of change in amplitude of modulating wave. First of all, we have to know about the modulation. What is the modulation? Strengthen the signals. Strengthen the signals is called the modulation. There are 3 types of modulations are there. One is the amplitude modulation, frequency modulation, and phase modulation. If we want to strengthen the signal amplitude side, that is called the amplitude modulation. If we want to strengthen the signal through frequency side, that is called the frequency modulation. Suppose we want to change with respect to angle is there, that is called the phase modulation. So there are 3 types of modulation. At the same time, how to find out the modulation index means, this is the formula: change in amplitude of modulating wave by amplification of original wave. Amplification of original wave. Otherwise, this is the AM, modulated amplitude by carrier. We are using for how to strengthen the signal. We are mixing original signal to the one carrier. With the help of this carrier only we can strengthen the signals. That is called the modulation. So this one are very important formulas, and in between you have to remember what is the range of the ground wave propagation, what is the range of the sky wave propagation, and what is the range of that space wave propagation, and basic what is the noise, what is the transmitter, what is the receiver, and all these definitions once you should learn. And it is not that much difficulty, it is easy chapter only. If it is possible, I will cover the problems from this chapter. Thank you everyone. Please subscribe my channel. Already I made many chapters from the first year and second year. Almost 97% I have completed. Remaining 3% also in future I am going to complete that one. So share to your friends and focus on the subject and get the good marks, and you have to practice more problems, then only you can able to do. And you have to do number of times practice of this one, and you have to maintain the time also. So all the best. Thank you everyone. Please subscribe my channel.